Hello everyone, welcome back to my channel. Today I'm making a gingerbread house and I'm going to show you a really simple yet impressive way that you can make real looking windows using Isomalt. Before we get started, go ahead and subscribe to my channel and click the notification bell so you don't miss any of my upcoming videos. So in order to make these windows, you're going to want to have your gingerbread roof and walls already baked. And I have a few gingerbread tips for you. First, you'll want to design a template of what you want your house to look like. If you happen to like mine and don't want to draw one up yourself, you can click the link in the description to download my template along with all of the recipes I'll be using in this video. Then you're going to roll out your gingerbread, and every recipe I've seen says to roll it out 1/4 inch thick, and I did that with my first batch, but I don't think it's necessary. So it looks a lot cleaner if you roll it out between 1/8 of an inch and 1/4 of an inch. It just looks a lot crisper and cleaner, and it doesn't puff up as much. Then cut out each piece of your house, but instead of cutting the windows, just score them. This prevents the shape from getting rounded during baking. After the gingerbread has baked, let it cool for just 1 minute and then go ahead and cut out the windows and trim the outside edges to be nice and straight. Then allow your gingerbread to sit overnight to dry out a bit before putting it together. Once you've done all those steps, it's time to fill the windows. The ratio I usually use with my Isomalt is 1/4 cup Isomalt crystals to 1 tablespoon water, but I have a lot of windows to fill, so I'm going to make it in batches of 1/2 cup Isomalt to 2 tablespoons of water. And now we're just going to take our Isomalt and microwave it for about 30 seconds at a time until all the crystals are dissolved and it's nice and smooth and clear. So here's what the Isomalt looks like, all melted. It took almost 3 minutes to get it completely melted at 30 seconds at a time in the microwave. So as you can see, it's really bubbly and really hot. So we just want to let it cool down for a minute before we pour our windows. So to prepare, you're going to get a silicone baking mat, and I just like to put it on a cookie sheet so that when I'm done, I can move it around. And then you'll just set your gingerbread houses on top of the silicone baking mat. So that you can see when I stir this, it's still producing bubbles. They're getting a little bit slower, so we just keep waiting till it thickens up just a little bit. Still pretty bubbly, but definitely getting slower. While we wait for that to finish, I have a little dish here, and I'm going to take some red and green food color. I'm only going to do these top circle windows colored, and all the rest in my house are going to be clear. I'm going to get out a few toothpicks. And now this is looking pretty thick, and it's bubbly, but it's not bubbling because it's boiling anymore. I'm going to pour the clear ones first. And I'm going to try to pour pretty slow so that I don't overfill. And I'm not filling it quite to the top because I don't want to overfill it. And I like the look of the window sitting a little bit back below the window or the top edge of the house. So I stop there. If you drip, you can just wipe it off. Now I'll pour my colored window. So I'm going to pour it as far as I want it, like that. And then I'm going to take a toothpick into the color I want, like this. And I'm just going to spread it a little bit where I want it. Going to kind of swirl green down the center. Oh no, my red and green mixed. You want to do this kind of fast, not like me, because you don't want the Isomalt in here to get too thick and set up. I also don't want my red and green to be too mixed together because they'll start to get muddy and turn brown. So I'm trying to keep them separate but also swirling. So it kind of ended up with red around the edge and green in the center. Kind of like a little tie-dye thing. So while this is still warm, I'm going to pour my other window. Wow, perfect. So my 1/2 cup batch of Isomalt did both my front and back of my house. So I'm just going to make more and then do the 2 sides of my house. After my windows are all set up, I'm going to decorate and assemble my house. Stick around to see how it turns out. And there you go. Making really pretty and realistic windows is very easy using Isomalt. If you guys found this video helpful, I would be so grateful if you gave me a thumbs up down below. If you would like to download these recipes along with my gingerbread house template, go ahead and click the link in the description box. And as always, I have also linked all the supplies that I used down below in the description in case you'd like to buy them online. And if you haven't subscribed to my channel yet, today's the day. And if you're looking for a good royal icing recipe to use on your gingerbread house, go ahead and click on this video. If you'd like to learn more Isomalt things, click on this video. Thank you so much for watching today, and I'll see you in a week. Bye!